Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Gummy, and today we are back with another statue tutorial on the second channel, and today is a really big one that I think a lot of you will be very much excited for. So one of the most requested things on my main channel for a long time was Plushtrap, and I always kind of put it off a bit, delayed it a bit, but now Five Nights at Freddy's World is out. I have no excuse, I have to do it, so today is the day we are going to be doing Plushtrap. So I did do a Plushtrap like toy plushie little statue a while back. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to check that out. A lot of you guys realised that there was a few details that were a bit off, and it had too many things that were kind of resembling Springtrap. So I've made sure today to keep it nice and clean, remove any like wiring or any details, and make it as accurate to Plushtrap as humanly possible. But yeah, let me know how I done. Again, this was designed by me, so any feedback is appreciated, good or bad. It's always cool. And yeah, if you do enjoy, definitely consider leaving a like and also subscribing if you haven't already. I do 2 videos a week on this channel, 1 tutorial, 1 random video, as well as on my main channel I do 2 tutorials. So yeah, thank you for watching. Again, if you do enjoy, then definitely check the videos out in the description. You might enjoy them as well. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the video. Okay guys, so first off, we're going to start off the tutorial by listing off the blocks you'll need. You'll need the following: lime stained clay, green stained clay, black wool, block of quartz, and a map. However, the map is not necessity. There we go, we said it correctly. And it's more of a helper, but I do recommend it. It does make your life a lot easier, and it means you don't have to count, because who likes counting? Probably quite a few people, but hey. So as I said, there's only 4 blocks you're actually going to need, which is nice and low, a low amount. Should be pretty easy to obtain. If you're on survival, you'll probably need a majority of lime stained clay, so that might take a bit of work, but shouldn't be too difficult if you've got yourself a nice cactus farm, and also a skeleton farm, because I believe you need bone meal. But hey, let's not get into that. I presume most of you are building in creative, and that'd be something interesting to know. Let me know down in the comments below if you are building this in creative or survival. I feel sorry for you if you're building it in survival, but creative is a lot easier. So with that said, I'm going to stop waffling, start building. So essentially we're going to start on the legs. They're 12 tall, 8 wide. So we're going to start over here, and we're going to start by placing 1 green stained clay. Next to that, 1 lime, 1 green, 2 lime, green, lime, green. So in total, again, that's 8 wide. Now essentially, we just need to build another 11 layers of this on top. But each layer is different, and I'm going to go over it layer by layer, and hopefully give you guys enough opportunity to catch up along the way if you get lost. So that's the overall goals. Again, hopefully it will be nice and smooth sailing. So anyways, the second layer is the exact same, so it's green, lime, green, lime, lime, green, lime, green. On top of that, what we're going to do is place 6 rows of lime stained clay. So 6 rows of 8 lime stained clay, if I'm being specific. So that's the 3rd, that's the 4th, 5th, and of course 6th layer right there. So right now it should be 8 blocks tall, 8 blocks wide, and an 8 by 8 square. The next row, the 9th row, is 3 lime, 2 black wool, 3 lime. The next row is 2 lime, 1 black wool, 2 lime, black wool, 2 lime. The 11th row is 2 black wool, 4 lime, 2 black wool. And the 12th and final row for now is 1 black wool, 6 lime, and 1 black wool. So once you've done that, it should look something like this, and that's a 12 by 8 rectangle, and that is the legs. I'm going to prove to you real quick and teach you an easy way to count, or should I say prove that it is 12 tall. So you can see here, if you grab a map, or if you're on PC, press F3, and go to floor level, you can see in this case my floor level is Y5. Yours may be different, so make sure you know it is before following my advice. So again, in my case, it's Y5. Up here, it should be Y17. As you can see, it is Y17, so that means this is 12 tall. Now that makes it handy for later on, because we can add on and work out how tall these statues should be, and make sure you're doing it right. But yeah, it just gives you a bit of confirmation, rather than having to go back and go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't have to do that. We can just use the map. It's always handy. And I just thought I'd share that with you. I always say it every video, but it's a nice little trick. Okay, so with that said and done, on the basis that you've got something looking like this in front of you, we're now going to move on. So what we're going to do is on either side, on top of this black wall, we're going to place 1 lime stained clay. And on the left side, we're going to go 1 to the left using lime, 1 green, 2 lime. And on the right side, next to this, we're going to go to the right, 1 lime, 1 green, 2 lime. So essentially, it'll give you a 4 overhang on either side. That's just to mark out simply where the hands begin, and we'll come back to that later on in the video, but for now we're going to work on the body. So for the body, which is from this block here to this block here, in between this we're going to place 6 lime stained clay to make it a solid row. The next row, starting from here, again there should be a 4 block gap on this side, is 2 lime, 4 green, and 2 lime. Next, what we're going to do is from this green here, we're going to go to the left one, so up diagonal to the left, and from this side we're going to go up diagonal to the right, like so, and it should make like the under part of a smiley face. So if I did that, or this should I say, you'd probably see what I mean, how it's like a smiley face, but yeah, it's like the mouth of a smiley face. And what we're going to do is go up 7 on each one, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and same on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 8 in total. Then what we're going to do is go in diagonal on each one, so bring it towards the middle and link up together by placing 2 blocks in the middle, like so. And that will give you a shape that looks like this. Now essentially, that is a 10 tall by 6 wide rectangle missing the 4 corners. We're then going to go and fill this all in using solid green stained clay. And this is like the chest area. And yeah, once you've done that, it will give you a nice solid oval shape that looks like this. Again, it's 8 tall at the sides, 4 wide at the tops, but in total it's a 10 by 6. Okay, so with that said, what we're going to do now is finish off the rest of the chest. So essentially, all we're going to do is build up this lime here 10, and on the other side 10 as well. And then for this part, we're going to place 2 lime, should I say, either side, and then a row of 4 lime on top. And that will be 1 layer above where the green finishes, and that's the top of the body complete. So the body, again, is 12 by 8, so 12 tall, 8 wide. And I can prove that again. My floor is Y5, so this is Y29, that's 24 blocks of floor level. Okay, so that's very, very simple. One thing we're going to do before we move on is add the mini button that's on Plushtrap. So we're going to come to the center green part to the center 2 blocks, so these 2 here. You can find that by going 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th and 5th block is the center 2. And we're going to go down 1, and then down once more. So it's down twice, place 2 black wool, and underneath that 2 more, and it makes it a 2 by 2 square of black wool, perfectly centered right there, and that is the button complete. So again, this is what it should look like so far. It should be currently 24 blocks tall and 16 wide, 8 wide if you're not including the arms. And talking of the arms, that's what we're going to work on right about now. Okay, so for the arms, we're going to start off on the left one first. What we're going to do is on top of this green stained clay here, we're going to go up 1 and to the left 1 using green stained clay. Either side of that, we're going to place 1 lime. On top of that, we're going to place 4 lime. So essentially, the arms are 12 tall, 4 wide, and we got the first 3 layers complete. So the 4th layer is 4 black wool. The 5th, 6th, and 7th layer is lime stained clay. The 8th layer is black wool, and then the 9th to 12th layer is lime stained clay, and that will bring you up to the same height level as the top of the body right there. As you can see, that is a 12 by 4, 12 tall, 4 wide rectangle, mainly made up of 3 sections actually. So you got the bottom one that's 3 layers of lime, the middle section that's 3 layers of lime, the top section which is 4 layers of lime, and then we got the 2 layers of black wool to split it all up. So the other side, the right arm, is the exact same but mirrored. So what we're going to do is on top of this green stained clay on the right arm, we're going to go up 1 and to right 1 using our green. Place 1 lime either side, and on top of that a row of 4 lime. On top of that we're going to place 4 black wool, 3 layers of 4 lime, a layer of black wool, and then 4 layers of lime. Again, exact same as the other side, just mirrored so that the green is going towards the right and not the left. So yeah, once you've done that, that is the front of the body complete. It's nice and simple, shouldn't be too difficult at all, because it is mainly just plain colours and small details rather than major details. But yeah, it should look like that. If you don't have something looking like this, I suggest you don't continue until you do. So yeah, I'm going to go in real close with no arm, and you can pause if you need to catch up a bit. Again, bear in mind the dimensions are 12 by 4 for the body and legs, and 12 by 8, sorry, for the body and legs, my apologies, and 12 by 4 for the arms. I got a tiny bit mixed up there, but once you know that, it should be pretty self-explanatory and shouldn't take too long. I'm kind of messing up my words here. I should bear that in mind. Okay, so moving on, what we're going to do now is go to the left side, and we're going to get our limestone clay, and we're going to extend it backwards 1, 2, 3. We're then going to build up 9 layers on top of this. So bear in mind, each layer is, or each side of the leg, should I say, is 12 by 4. However, we've already got this one pillar built here, so we're only placing 3 blocks on each layer. So essentially, when I say 9 layers, we're placing 9 layers of 3 limestone clay. But it's, again, pretty self-explanatory. It should be 4 in total, not building to side 4. So once you've got that, you're then going to build a layer of 3 black wool, and then the final layer is 1 black wool and 2 limestone clay, and that will give you something that looks a little bit like this, and that's a 12 by 4 rectangle. Very, very simple, very, very plain, and we're then going to mirror that on the other side to make it parallel. So coming around to the right side, again do the exact same, expand it backwards 1, 2, 3 using the limestone clay, and then do 9 layers on top until you get to the same height level of the one below the black wool, should I say. So just below the black wool here. On top of this, we're going to place 3 black wool and then 2 lime and 1 black wool on the very end, and that will give you a 12 by 4 rectangle and also the side of the leg. Okay, so that's what it looks like from a side angle now. You can see it's starting to come to shape a bit and starting to look kind of nice. But what we're going to do now is focus on the sides and back, or should I say sides and bottom of the hands and the arms. So we're going to make them 3D and finish them up. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around to the back of the statue right here. We're going to get our limestone clay and we're going to come to the bottom of the hands and we're going to expand it backwards 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 all the way across. And if you've done it correctly, if you come below, you'll notice it's a 4 by 4 square that should look like this. We're going to do the exact same on this side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Come below, it's a 4 by 4 square, and that is the bottom of the left hand. Talking of the left hand, that's what we're going to do now. We're doing the left arm, the side of the left arm. So the first layer we've already got here complete is 4 limestone clay. Same thing applies, it's a 12 by 4 in total, but we've got 1 column here, so we're only placing 3 blocks on each row. So the next 2 layers on top of this is limestone clay. So it should be 3 tall, 4 wide limestone clay. The next layer, the 4th layer, is 3 black wool. The 5th, 6th and 7th layer is limestone clay. The 8th layer is black wool. And then the 9th to 12th layer is lime stained clay. Again, 12 by 4. Bottom section, 3 layers of lime, layer of black, 3 layers of lime, layer of black, 4 layers of lime. Okay, so going around to the right side, it's the exact same. So the first 3 layers is lime. 4th layer is black wool. 5th, 6th, 7th is lime. 8th is black wool. And then 9, 10, 11, 12 is all lime. Again, very, very simple. If you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. So, as you can see here, it's really starting to come together now, and we're getting our nice 3D statue. However, if you come around to the back side, the rear side of the statue, you'll notice there is an almighty gap. And that's what we're going to work on filling in now and making it complete. So for this back, what we're going to do is start on the back of the legs. And we're actually going to come to this black wool right here. So normally we start at the bottom and work our way up. However, now we're going to start at the black wool here and the bottom one of the 2. We're going to go to the right one, down diagonal twice, going towards the right side, bear in mind, to the right one, up diagonal and up diagonal again, and it will link up perfectly like so. Now everything below this is simply limestone clay. So that's the reason why I've done that, is because it's kind of like a marker line. Everything below it is limestone clay. So we just simply go ahead and fill it all in using our limestone clay until it matches up with the line and leaves no gaps. There we go. So if I can place that final one, there we go. And then for the upper section here, just above it, what we're going to do is place 2 lime on that layer, 4, 6, and then that is the legs complete. That's a 12 by 8, and we've done that nice and quickly. As you can see, it's not very detailed, but that's the intention. You can't see the back of the statue, so or the back of the character, should I say, so we're not going to add unnecessary detail. So for the back of the body, very much the same thing. It's a 12 by 8 rectangle of limestone clay. So simply all we're going to do is on top of this black wall here is we're going to build up 12. Easy way to make sure you've done it correctly is you can build across. It should match up to the same height as the front. And we're simply going to do this all the way across. So just building up 12 on each layer as you go across, and it'll give you a 12 by 8 rectangle. Now we are going to add some detail, or a small detail afterwards, and I'll discuss that in a second. Again, it's optional because it's controversial whether it actually exists or not, and you'll see what I mean right now. So for this, what we're going to do is add a bunny tail. Now I added this to Bonnie. I believe I added this to Springtrap, and yeah, it's pretty much been on a lot of the statues. It's arguable whether Plushtrap has a tail, but you can't tell because you can't see the rear of it. It would make sense theoretically, seeing as I added one to the Springtrap statue, that I add one to the Plushtrap statue. So we're going to add one. Again, if you don't want to add one, that's up to you. You are more than welcome to not add one. But I think it kind of adds a bit more detail, makes it a bit more interesting if you do. But that's my personal opinion. Again, you're welcome to your own. So what we're going to do, again, that's a 12 by 8 of limestone clay. We're going to come to the bottom left corner of said 12 by 8. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3. We're then going to place 2 green stained clay in the 2 middle blocks on top, so it's a 3D shape. On top of that, we're going to place 4. So we go up diagonal to left, up diagonal to right, and then 2 in the middle. On top of that, we place another 4, and then the final layer, we leave 1 block, place 2, leave 1 block. So essentially, that's the bunny tail. It's 3D, it's made out of green stained clay, and it's very, very simple. That's roughly where it's positioned, so just above the back of the legs, or the top of the back of the legs, at the bottom of the body. Okay, so now what we're going to do is fill in the back of the arms, and this is very, very self-explanatory. It's simply just a case of matching it up. So on the left side, you can see here, we want a 12 by 4 shape. We've got 1 layer already done, so we're only placing 3 blocks on each row. So the first 3 layers is limestone clay. We've got a layer of black wool, 3 layers of limestone clay, layer of black wool, and then 4 layers of limestone clay. Now, in case you didn't notice, it does match up to whatever's here. So if you've got the block there, just build what it is next to it. So on this one, you can see we've got 3 layers of limestone clay. This layer is black wool, 3 layers of limestone clay. Then we've got our layer of black wool, and then 4 layers of limestone clay. So that's what it should look like. Again, each arm being 12 by 4, the body being 12 by 8, and the legs being 12 by 8. So I'm going to get rid of my arm real quick before we move on to the shoulders and then on to penultimately the head. So that's the back of the legs, which again is 12 by 8. The back of the body and the back of each arm, 12 by 8, and then 12 by 4, 12 by 4. We've got the tail here, that's roughly where it's positioned. It's a 3D shape, first layer being 2, 4, 4, 2. And then we got the sides of the body. So we got the right side of the leg, which is 12 by 4. The right side of the arm, which is 12 by 4. The left side of the leg, which is 12 by 4. And the left side of the arm, which is, you guessed it, 12 by 4. So the shoulders here, which we briefly started-ish as a kind of guideline, is 16 by 4, 16 wide, 4 thick. And essentially all it is just limestone clay. So you can go ahead and just fill it in with limestone clay. It's nice and easy, and once you've done that, we are more than ready to move on to the head. So making really nice progress. And again, as I said earlier, you can tell for the map height level, whether you've done it correctly, it should be 24 blocks off the ground. As you can see, mine's wide 29 and my floor level is 5. So if yours is, for example, 10, your floor level, top up there should be 34. It should be pretty simple to work out. And hopefully that's a good tip to help you make sure it's all the right dimensions. Okay, so with that said, we're now going to move on to the head. So we're going to get our limestone clay, come to the front side, the side with the button, and to the left corner. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 5th block right here, we're going to place a limestone clay, bring it 2 forwards. We're now going to go over to the right side, and we can do the exact same. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th block, place a line, bring it 2 forwards. If you do it correctly, you should now be able to link these together by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that gives you an 8 by 2 overhang of limestone clay. Then we're going to come around to the left side here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over to this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again link them up by a 6 by 2, which gives you an 8 by 2 overhang in total. And if you come up to the top, you'll notice it's an 8x8 square, and this is the template slash base, should I say, of the head. So that's what we're going to be working from. As you can see, we got the front side here, left side, right side, back side. So we're going to come to the front side first and work on the face, and then we'll work our way around the head and as we go. So the first layer is simply 8 lime stained clay. The second layer is 1 quartz, 6 lime, 1 quartz. The next 2 layers is simply 8 lime. The next layer is 1 lime, 1 quartz, 1 black, 2 lime, 1 black, 1 quartz, 1 lime. The next layer is 1 lime, 2 quartz, 2 lime, 2 quartz, 1 lime. The next layer is 1 lime, 2 black, 2 lime, 2 black, 1 lime. And the final layer is 8 lime stained clay. So in total, that is an 8x8 square and should look something like this. It looks really random at the moment, but we're going to discuss how we're going to fix that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our green stained clay and we're going to add the nose slash mouth. So we've already got 2 teeth, but that's like the backdrop teeth. For this, you could also use quartz stairs and put them upside down if you want to make the teeth look nice and sharp. But personally, I prefer the quartz blocks because it just looks more solid and more complete. So what we're going to do is right above this quartz block here, on the left side, we're going to place a row of 8 green stained clay on top. So it's not like into, it's a 3D effect. On top of that, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 green stained clay, 2 black wool, and then 3 green stained clay. That gives you your nose. As you can see, it's starting to look a bit more complete now. Then what we're going to do is get our quartz, and underneath this, we're going to leave 1 block, place 1 quartz, leave block, place 2, leave block, place 1, and then there should be a 1 block gap on the end. Once you've done that, it will look like this, and it's starting to look a bit more complete. Now at the moment, I say this a lot, and I'll say it again, it looks a bit like a seal. At least it reminds me of a seal. However, we're going to add the ears in a minute, and it will make it look a bit more like your very own Plushtrap. So, that is the front complete with the 3D effects, and so you can see, like, I'll zoom in a bit here, you can see how the sides of this block here, combined with the mouth, makes it look kind of nice, and makes it flow easily with the teeth. You could add teeth here if you really wanted to, but it makes it look a bit too grinny, and a bit too cheesy, so I like to have a few gaps, just to remind you that it is the mouth. Alternatively, what you could do is replace these 2 blocks here with black wool, and that gives you, like, a backdrop for the mouth, but again, it kind of like overwhelms because there's not many other colours. The black wool kind of overwhelms the green and it makes it look a tad weird. Again, it's up to you, do what you want to do, but this is the front side of the head. We're now going to move on to the left side. So for the sides of the head, it's simply lime stained clay all the way across. So all we're going to do is just build up 8 layers of 7 lime stained clay. It's 8x8 in total, but of course we've got the 1 block on the side already complete. So we're just placing 7 blocks on each row, and we're doing 8 rows. So as you can see, that is the left side complete already. That's an 8x8 square of pure lime green stained clay, minus that 1 block of quartz right there. We're going to go around to the right side, do the exact same. So 7 layers on top of the already existing layer of 7 lime stained clay. So simply just going up layer by layer. It's nice and simple and easy to do. That's that layer complete. Again, that's an 8x8 of lime stained clay. Coming around to the back side of the statue. Again, just filling it up layer by layer of lime stained clay. So again, there's not really much detail we can add because Plushtrap is very plain compared to Springtrap, and I don't want to add unnecessary detail because people get upset if I do, as well as the fact that people will think it's Springtrap, which it isn't. That's not the intention here, we want it to be Plushtrap. So for the top of the head, again, we're just going to fill it in with lime stained clay, so it's just a case of filling in all the gaps in this scenario, and then we can go ahead and add our ears. There you go, so as you can see, this is the top of the head. I'll come around to the left side, again, this is the left, an 8x8, the rear side, an 8x8, the right side, an 8x8, and then the upper part, an 8x8. So for the ears, what we're going to do is go to the front side, to the top, we're going to go to the left side. We're going to leave a 1 block gap. We're then going to place 1 lime, 1 green, 1 lime. leave a 2-block gap, and we're going to place lime, green, lime. On top of this, we're going to build it all up to high. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So right now, it should be a 3x3 square on either side with 1 stripe of lime, green in the middle, and 1 stripe of lime on the right side. Then what we're going to do is go diagonal towards us, so towards the front of the statue, on both limes on either side, like so. And then in the middle, we're going to place 1 green. On top of that, we're going to do another layer of the same, so 1 green, or 1 lime, 1 green, 1 lime, 1 lime, 1 green, 1 lime. And then the final layer is simply 3 lime on each ear, and that is the ears complete. So in total, they are 6 tall. The bottom part is 3x3, and the upper part is also 3x3, and it's connected diagonally like so. If you wanted to, you could put something back here, maybe even make them too thick, like this, so you could just double them up, so they look a bit more complete. But again, it's up to you. Do what you want to do. You're more than welcome. Again, that's what it looks like if you double the ears up. Makes it look a bit thicker and a bit more chunky. But I don't know. It's up to you. So, yeah, with that said and done, hopefully you did enjoy this tutorial. I'm going to get rid of my items there. I'll get rid of my hand and we'll do like a mini spin around. So, yeah, again, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. Also, give me some constructive criticism. As I always say, constructive criticism is great. And helps grow the channel, helps develop the channel and make it better for everyone. And yeah, with that said and done, I haven't got much else to say. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't again. And also check out my second channel where I've been doing 2 videos a week as well as the 2 on here. So it's kind of like 2 bonus videos, of which one of them is a tutorial on the Saturday. So a free tutorial, hey, why not? Go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description, youtube.com/gbgamescreations. And that is the end of my plug. Thank you very much for watching. My name has been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.